going on there, YouTube? VapingwithTwisted420 has returned. That's right, people. It's October, so get ready. See plenty of masks and costumes. That's right, people. We are back, and I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. All right, next week, starting next week, I'm going on vacation. It's gonna be pretty cool. So all next week I'm gone, y'all. I'm gonna be gone, but I plan on doing some vlogging where I go. So we'll see how it goes. But it's not about any of that. What it's about, people, is this little fucker right here, and it's pretty interesting in my opinion. What we're looking at today, folks, today we are taking a gander at the Vandy Vape NS Pen. That's right, people, the NS Pen. And if you don't know what the NS stands for, that's Nic salts. That's right, people. Now, Nic salt devices are usually pods, predominantly in this market. Everybody knows it, right? Been pods. Well, yeah, there's been some pens, some pen-esque, tube-esque devices that can do Nic salts, but Vandy Vape, here's Vandy Vape's first kind, and it's got a lot going on, people. It's got a lot going on. Okay, so what this is, right? This is a 650 milliamp hour variable voltage, all right, 1.5 mil capacity Nic salt device that has like top fill and this little magnet thing I like to play with, and you can get it in a few different colors and stuff, right? And it sells for about 20 bucks. Okay, so some cool stuff here. For one, the form factor. I like the form factor. It's 14 millimeters in diameter, right? For two, you can adjust the power. I know there's been some little pods that have adjustable power and things like that, but that's cool. I think that's cool. Variable voltage is cool. Let me have a little baby toke on this little guy. And it puts out pretty good. Very smooth. We got a lot of shit to go over. I got some stuff to talk to you about and things and so forth, people. And you know the first thing, that's motherfucking packaging, people. That's right. Let's take a look at the packaging. You open this bitch up. Pretty standard. You're gonna have your little pin over there on the left. On the right, you're gonna have a couple of coils, all right? You're gonna have 2 coils. We're gonna come back to those in a minute, all right? Beyond that, you're gonna have a little box. That little box is gonna have a micro USB charging cable. That's right, okay? It's gonna have one of those. And then there's this little black envelope, and you open it up and it's got a couple of O-rings and a warranty card. Kind of random, but you got fucking manuals and all the other shit, but that's what comes with it, people. That's what's included in the package, okay? That's the contents, all right? And now we got to discuss this, and the first thing I want to talk about. All right, so it's got a top that you can put over the drip tip to make sure nothing gets in it. Cool thing is there's a magnet built into that top, so it pops right the fuck back on there, and it's very satisfying to play with and click. Anyway, sorry, I get distracted really easy. Only thing I worry about with that, I mean, it's cool, cover up the drip tip, make sure no gunk shit get in there. I see people losing this really easy though. You set it down and forget it, it could happen. I can see it happening pretty easy. But you know something, I'm not gonna harp on the whole losing the cap too much, but being magnetic, you stick it on the bottom. So you know, using it, just gotta remember to put it on the bottom when you take it off. Maybe don't sit it down. So that is another thing. It is magnetic, you know, that's kind of cool. I'm just gonna end up doing this back and forth all day. I gotta stop, I gotta fucking stop. Oh shit, you know, I'm jumping right into this. I wanted to talk about the coils first. Fuck me. You know what, we'll get to it as we go along. Next thing cool is you got top fill, right? So this is a 510 drip tip. You can pop it out, put any 510 drip tip you want in there, but you can also unscrew this guy and you got fucking top fill. Yeah, you got 2 slots for top fill. Now they look small, but you have no issue putting a needle tip in there and filling this thing up, no problem. So cool. Top fill on one of these little fuckers. That's kind of neat. All right, so pretty neat. Now we're gonna get to the actual coils. Let's talk about them. Both of them are 1.2 ohm, and one is a single vertical coil, stainless steel 316L. Okay, it's pretty standard, nothing too crazy there. It vapes pretty good. I've tried it out. I think it vapes pretty good. But the darling of the pair is the 1.2 ohm ceramic coil. Yeah, this little guy's nice. It's ceramic. There's a coil in there. It's very clean. Dry hits and burns are not as much of an issue. It vapes really smooth, okay? So yeah, I really like that ceramic coil. But what you do, pretty simple. You unscrew this whole thing. And you can take your coil, screw it into the bottom, right? And then you just take the whole thing and screw it back on like a tank top. Tank top, see what I did there? Okay, all right, so yeah, really simple to use, fill up, all that shit. Got some good coils, neato, right? Down bottom, we have a micro USB charge port. Yes, we do, with pass-through. You can vape on it while it's charging. It's down there at the bottom. There you are. Only thing sucks is you gotta lay it on the side while it's charging if you're not vaping on it, okay? But if you are vaping on it while it's charging, it's in a pretty good spot, I guess. I don't know. It's a whole thing, but there it is, okay? Fuck me. Now, here's the button, all right? We got the fire button. This thing's 5 clicks on, right? Now, here's something I didn't quite get. This is variable voltage. Thing goes from like 3.4 to 3.6 to 3.8 volts, right? Tell me why, okay, so 3.4 is red for some reason. You click it 3 times and it goes to 3.6, which is green, okay? Click it 3 more times and you go to 3.8 volts and it's white. That's just a peculiar sequencing of the lights, it seems like to me. Red, green, white, power level go. I don't know, what do I know? But anyway, that's how you do it, but that's cool. You can adjust the power. I said at 3.8 volts, of course I want the most that I can get, but setting it a little bit lower conserves the battery, okay? So let me have a little baby toke. As far as airflow, you got 2 little holes on the side of the tank. One on one side, one on the other side. You can't adjust it. It is what it is. But I will say, for how small it looks, it vapes pretty good. I'm getting some pretty good airflow. Very satisfying little vape coming off this little guy, okay? And that's at 3.8 volts. Okay, so that's how it works. I'll test all a little shit about this little fucking little pin guy, right? All right. Here's what I think about it, all right? For one, I think it vapes good. 1.5 mil capacity is pretty good. I know kind of the standard in pods is 2 mils, but it's not a biggie, especially when you got top fill. I like it. I dig the little magnetic tip thing, although like I said, I will see people losing it, but it is cool to fuck with, okay? And it's pretty neat that they did it. It's fucking got magnets in it, okay? Like that you got the variable voltage that you can adjust. I think that's cool. That's cool to have. You can adjust your power, gives you a little bit more control over your vape. I can dig that. Micro USB charging with pass-through, all good stuff. A few different colors. It's only like 20, 25 bucks. That's all good. Now, the only really con, and it's not really too big of a con, depends on how you use it. 650 milliamp hour battery. That's pretty good, especially in the segment that we're talking about for these guys, Nick Salt devices. But you're probably about, depending on how you're vaping, what you got it set to, anywhere from half to 3/4 of a day before you need to plug it up as far as battery goes, okay? But overall, I think this is a pretty nice little thing from Vandy Vape, and it's different coming from Vandy Vape. It's a pretty nice little device. I think for a lot of people that are coming off of like egos and stuff, and they've been using like ego twists and different things, jumping up to something big might be too crazy, but jumping to something like this, instead of going to like a pod, it might be a little bit more familiar to them. You know what I mean? It might be a little bit more at home. If they want to try Nick Salt, you know what I mean? Instead of getting a pod, getting something like this. So it's a good alternative. Kudos, Vandy Vape. I like this. I think this is a neat little product, and overall, I think it's pretty good. Don't really have too much to bitch about. I shouldn't try to talk while the Nick Salt vapor's coming out. It was smooth going in. Oh, but anyway, people, overall, not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. Links are in the description if you want to go look around, take a gander. I don't give a shit. But I told you, and I think we all know at the end of the day, that really has to be worth something. That truly does have to be worth something. Okay. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Remember, doesn't matter what the fuck you're vaping on, Nick Salts, whatever. As long as you're not on them gosh darn stinkies. That's what's fucking important, okay? That's all I'm trying to stress here, all right? And last but not least, you stay sexy, YouTube. Me and the NS Pen, we're out. Vaping saves more lives than vacations.